What makes the great great is thinking, in which we all should dwell. For the great person can find heaven, even in hell. They could snatch glory from the jaws of defeat and dedicate their lives to protecting the weak. For being great first starts in our minds, so we are all just one thought away from being the greatest of all times. Now today we're going to be talking about Nia, and I want to say Happy Nia to you, family. I wanted to share this video because I've been tracking my daughter's progress as she learns how to skate. And this is a lesson for all of us. Her falling is symbolic of how many of us live. Her falling and struggling is symbolic for us as a group. We all have goals. We all strive to be the best. But for some reason, we don't understand. We just can't catch on. And we struggle. And we change the method and we try to bounce and we fall. And we get up again. And we keep trying to move and we struggle and we fall. But long as we are continuing to get up and long as we try, things will get easier for us. Now, the 224 self-help process is basically a pledge that you make to yourself. You pledge that you will spend 2 hours a day, at least 2 hours every 24 hours, working on that thing that you say you want to master. 2 hours a day working on you. 2 hours a day working on liberation. 2 hours a day becoming the greatest you. And sometimes you run into a moment where things really, really will get hard. And you might want to give up. You might start to cry. You might struggle. But if you dedicate yourself, you work hard, and you don't give in to the frustration. You use the 5, 6, 7. You understand the 6 emotions. And you ask the 3 questions that you learn about. You'll be able to get up. And you might fall again. But that's okay. Understand what you're feeling. Understand where you are. Understand what you need to do. Deal with your frustration. Cry your tears. But eventually, once you really, really start applying yourself, it gets easier. And then you'll be able to be out on the floor with the big dogs, skating along with them, running along with them, building along with them. Family, those of you that are part of gye-nyame, those of you that are taking the Nguzo Saba challenge, the only thing I'm asking you is to become the better you. The only thing I'm asking you to do is to dedicate 2 hours a day to you and move towards being the greatest of all times, because you only a thought and an action away. out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. All right. Ancestors like the cleaning of their glass, yo. So, hey, let me get started. Now, y'all see I got these ambrosias. I have to get them bottled up. I got an order to fulfill. So, this is the Death Eater. We sampled a little bit of that yesterday. This is the Grape. We sampled a little bit of that. I think maybe the day before. This is the original. This one has brewed a little bit longer because I'm trying to control the explosiveness out the bottom. Now I want it to fizz, but I don't want it to go out of control. So this is what we'll be making our toast with. All right. So I'm gonna put it right here out the way. So of course y'all know we always start with some water. All right, family. Those of you that's joining me for the daily toast, we always start. Especially those of you on the Nguzo Saba challenge, the 21-day challenge, we always start with some water. Water. Get that ashe flowing. Go ahead and drink with me. I try to start off with 16 ounces. I'm moving up to trying to do at least a gallon a day. You know what I'm saying? At least we need, with 70% water, at least 70% water, we need to make sure that our body has the water so that it can function. A lot of us are suffering from dehydration. We just don't know it. We think we're hungry. We think we're getting sick, when in fact our body is shouting out for water. Make sure you get that water. I know I'm starting late today. I ain't really late. Just the fact that I didn't have to get up this morning. All right. So now we're going to sample the original. I love the original, right? I love the original. So this one has been aerating for about 2 days, maybe. Oh, by the way, Nguzo Nia. All right, we're gonna pour. See how it pours. Now I know some of y'all out there. Well, it ain't foaming like it usually does because I got it breathing. I'm letting it breathe, so all the carbon is able to get out. So, let's see. Nice smell. Don't smell the honey. Don't smell the green tea. So this one has totally been transformed from the green tea to that, what we call that ambrosia, also known as kombucha. But the actual correct term for this style is called Jun. You spell it Xun or Jun. Alright? Green tea, raw honey, transformed by a SCOBY. Alright, so first off, we're going to toast the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We're going to salute that divine force that flows through all of us and in all of us, right? That provides life for everything on this planet and the universe. We toast and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our personal ancestors, our grandmothers, our grandfathers. We want to toast all of them. All of the ones that were at least a positive influence on us. We want to remember their spirits and we want to toast them every morning. We want to take a drink for them every morning. A help drink, because I know some of y'all out there, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't no 40 ounces, no, you know what I'm saying? A help drink, because part of the 21-day challenge is, one, starting to learn some healthy habits. So we want to toast to our personal ancestors. Anybody that's out there that got some personal ancestors, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, y'all go and type them in. I'll shout them out now. Or if you put them on my timeline, I'll shout them out later. You know what I'm saying? But it's important that we start implementing and building a relationship with our ancestors, because I believe that is one of the crucial flaws that we have. And I think by us invoking our ancestors and remembering why we're here, remember the struggle that it took for us to be brought to maturity, I think we will be a little bit more focused and purposed in what we're doing. As far as trying to liberate ourselves, trying to make ourselves better, trying to lose weight, trying to stop smoking, trying to do all the things that we try to do. So we call on those personal ancestors. Learn your family line. Mine is Miles Muhammad, Zane, Robert Texana Davis, Homer Brown Sr., Rosa Lee Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Christopher Fanny Gatson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Margaret Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Jamon Jones, Montague Pittman L, John Fillard, Jeremiah Tappet, and so I salute some of y'all ancestors. Remember, you know what I'm saying? We got to toast our ancestors. Remember them. All right? All those that I didn't say, consider a mistake of their head, not a mistake of my heart. All right? So we toast them and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to this present moment. Today, for those that don't understand the Nguzo Saba challenge, that's cool. But those that do, we know today is Nia. And man, do I got a presentation for y'all today. We are going to build today. Today we will be talking about the 224 self-help process, right? So yesterday we talked about the 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to talk about the 224, all right? So now, boom, we toast this moment right now because this is where all our power is. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, we toast our children, our children's children, all the way into infinity. Because everything we build today, everything we do today, right, affects 7 generations from now. The decisions that we make. So when you could be writing and you sit down and you start doing something else, when you could be actually doing some type of nation building activity and you choose to do something else, when you could be improving yourself and you could be doing, you know what I'm saying, you could be doing something to build towards yourself, your children and your children's children may suffer from your decision. So maybe that'll put some fire up under your ass, excuse my language, but we toast and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I don't know if I'm gonna let this one go, y'all. I already got somebody already claiming it out. I don't know if I could let it go. Girl, you did it this time for real. Oh, all right. So, all right, Facebook. Oh, Miss Keisha Elaine, with your beautiful self. How are you doing? And how are my babies doing? Mm-hmm. Send the shots out. Shouts out to Miss Margarita. We just toasted ancestors. If y'all have any ancestors that y'all want me to shout out right now, feel free to send in. Let me know. All right? Because we are about to really do some building today. Today is Nia. And y'all know I love Nia, right? So I'm gonna sit this down because I see some people coming on. They have ancestors they want me to shout out. Y'all make sure y'all be checking out y'all Nguzo Saba challenge calendar. This one is for March. I got one for April. I just couldn't find it this morning. So purpose, Nia, of course, is purpose. Today's meiotic principle is balance. The Hermetic law is rhythm. The African day name for those born on Nia is Kofi, and the female name is Afua. And I got some of y'all here, right? YouTube, y'all know we've been tracking the day names. I'm gonna read a child born on Nia. The God image is Afi. The male name is Kofi or Kofi. The female name is Afua, right? You are known to be a person of full growth, or you are known to be a person full of growth, creativity, and ingenuity. You are always anticipating what can be done. You are a wanderer. You have the quality of right timing. As you learn to anticipate the future, you increase your control over the direction of your life. Your primary source of well-being is the conviction that your life has meaning and direction, appropriate for purpose. You have the delicate web of love, work, family, purpose, and pleasure that might support a full, engaged life. To a considerable degree of right timing, you are capable of training your powers to predict the future. You can search far and find a new dream if you are aware that you are approaching a dead end. During an accident in your career, you see your new dream. You are adept in anticipating, imagining future bends in the road, and preparing to shift years in advance. You do realize that the best choice does not always turn out to be the right one, and you have the ability to accept that some people of lower consciousness develop bitterness, which derives from their dwelling on a rational choice that turned out to be wrong. You are a person who sees future possibilities when the world clears and you see the opening and risk taking. Now, for those that are born on this day, Nia, right? Not birthday, the day. Those of you that's born on Nia, and I don't want to say the day because I don't feel like doing the push-ups right now, right? Y'all know what it is, right? But it's Nia for those of us that's doing the Nguzo Saba challenge, right? It's Nia for us that are gye-nyame, right? Those of you born on Nia, the key piece that you need to remember is that you have prophetic abilities. Now, what's important about this is that when you start looking at all these day names, all of these individuals have abilities that they were born with or have access to that will help us move into a positive and a powerful future. This one right here is talking about an individual that has the insight to be able to predict what's coming because they are able to plug into their past, because they're able to really get involved in their present moment. They are able to use this information to project and predict what will happen in the future. Now you combine this with the other days, and what you have is an unstoppable group. Unstoppable group of people who realize who they are, right? So that is the day name for this. So we got two more to do. We got Kaumba and we have Imani. I'll read those, and then we'll start over again on Emoja because I got another sheet that goes a little bit deeper and talk about how the day name came about and what it represents. Not just the definition of the day name, but how the day name was created and how it came about. And we'll talk about that a little bit more next week. Facebook, if you want to get a piece of that, you need to go and get on the YouTube piece because I'm about to tune y'all out. But since there's no other ancestors being called, I am going to enjoy this lovely, well-aged ambrosia. Now, those of you that do take the Nguzo Saba challenge, realize that every time you give $2.50, at least $2.50 to gye-nyame, you get a bottle. That's just for those on the Nguzo Saba challenge. And I think when I do the warrior training, because I am doing a warrior training, I'm letting y'all know it'll be a 21-week process. I didn't say 21 day. I said a 21-week process. And by the end of that process, you're going to know who and what you are. All right? This is Brother Hatim. And Facebook, we out. And as we say in gye-nyame, 100 years. All right, YouTube, I got our Facebook fam out. Kept my obligation for the day. Now, like I said, those of you that's on the Nguzo Saba challenge, it is important that you start setting up rituals and routines. Now, I use this as one of my rituals and routines to help keep me grounded, help keep me remembering why I'm doing what I'm doing. All right? Routines and systematic. Well, our ancestors, I constantly quote to you, state that the best life is achieved by applying systematic processes. Me talking to you, me talking to Facebook is a systematic process that I use to help keep me aligned with my ancestors and my creator. Help remind me on a consistent basis of why I do what I do. You need to do that. So we're going to talk about why we need to do what we need to do when we get to the 224 process. And I got a special presentation for you, all right? So it's going to be a little bit different, but bear with me. I am going to work on that now. So, by the way, hold on. I forgot to show y'all yesterday. I'm still doing my oil letting. We started, actually, was this our second one? All right, we started with a smaller one. This is the bigger one. We almost done. But as y'all see, although it's been warm in Columbus this morning, it's kind of cool. So you see that? You know what I'm saying? This is a great barometer. So I'm gonna go and make it happen with this, and we're gonna get and do my cleaning part of my routine. Then of course I'll do my Ashe breath and my workout, a cold shower. Before I do all that, I'm gonna bottle up this ambrosia. And I might let y'all join me for that process. I haven't decided yet. I might save it for another day. I don't know. Okay. Wow. All right. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about gye-nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there. Peace.